Yo, people, it's your boy Major, and as always, I'm with my brother Ace, and welcome to another episode of Two Up Front. Ace, what you telling me, bro?
Nah, man, I'm good, my guy, man. End of year in that Christmas, in some Christmas mood, Christmas spirit. So nah, man, definitely happy to talk today, man. A lot of football as always, but nah, man, it's good. It's that interesting one. I feel like this is just like maybe just a more restful period where there's not everything starts to slow down. There's football, there's family. So yeah, nah, man, just a good period of the year, man. But how you doing, my guy? How you
Yeah,
doing?
nah, I hear you on that. And yeah, you know how it goes, bro. Blessed and highly favored always. But yeah, man, like obviously approaching the end of the year, Christmas coming up. So yeah, man, like good period. But yeah, a lot of football to talk about as well, man. Because you know the football games they're often in this period of the year, man. There's a lot happening. So yeah,
Yo,
there's therefore
yo.
therefore a lot to discuss. But before we get into any of that, please make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. And if you haven't subscribed, we would appreciate it if you do subscribe. But yeah, bro, like there's a lot to talk about, man. Obviously, your team played, they won.
Mm,
My
mm,
team played, we lost.
mm,
Um, I feel
mm.
like let's start with United on this one. I
You
think,
know what?
yeah, I
I
think we should
agree.
start with
I
United.
agree. I feel
Yeah,
like there's more to talk about with United as well.
yeah,
So yeah, but let's get into it.
yeah. So yeah, obviously over the weekend, Manchester United faced Villa and we lost 2-1. And yeah, man. I'll quickly share my thoughts on just everything regarding the game. We knew obviously during this period it was gonna be a bit sticky because of AFCON. So we had Ahmad leaving, we had Mbumo leaving, and we had Maz leaving as well. So yeah, I feel like this period has been like from United fans and rival fans, like it's been noted, like, hey man, what are these not gonna do when AFCON
Yep.
arrives, etc. And obviously
Yep.
now the period is here. Um
Mm.
and you know what, yeah? Um I
Talk to
think
me.
there's I think with United currently, I feel like it's this battle, especially like with a lot of fans, whereas like
Mm.
some fans will point at some of the good things and say, you know what, these are the positives we should be taking. And then obviously other fans will be saying, what do you mean positives? Like,
Mm.
bro, you lost. We lost here.
Mm.
We drew here. Like, do you get me? And it's like, again, with the Bournemouth match, it's like, okay, yeah, there was some good football. You scored 4 goals, but you also conceded 4 goals, and some of them were really poor goals to concede there as well. And I feel like with this Villa match, we weren't awful.
Nah,
Like
you
I
want
feel like there was even, yeah, like I don't even think Villa were great as well. Like I think we had our chances, and like even when Roger scored in the first half, I felt like that's harsh on us, man. Like, yeah, because I feel like we'd been better up until that point. So when they scored, when Roger scored, I was like, yeah, like we shouldn't be going into halftime losing. But then also when you don't take your chances, then that's what could happen. But then obviously Cunha gets the goal, and then we go into halftime at 1-1. Yeah, quickly talking about the goals, I think Roger's first goal, from his perspective,
mm.
absolutely brilliant,
Mm.
like
Mm.
magnificent strike, and we'll talk about him a little bit more later on. From our perspective, is horrible defending. Like I love Yoro, and I think he's still got a lot of top potential, but yeah, I think he's just having a bit of a hard time. He's got to get tighter there. He can't allow that amount of space. Like if you see where Rogers picks the ball up, like that should just never be happening. Also, like he has to take accountability there. Venegate, who, yeah, man, it's just I think this is only going one way. Like he's gonna get sold, but yeah, like, do you get me? No covering. Like, yeah, it's just long, man. But yeah, like Rogers, like it was a brilliant goal from him, but he should have not been allowed to do that. Like, do you get it? So there was that. Then obviously, yeah, like Dorgu does well to nip the ball, and then Cunha, like really good finish, and then yeah, like his 1-1 at half time, and then again similar in the second half. Rogers again, good finish, but he shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like, yeah, like again, got to do better. Um, and then unlike the first half, when it was Cunha's time to answer again, he misses a sitter
Mm,
with the header.
mm.
Like, do you get me? Like, that was actually a very good cross by Dorgu.
It
Who,
was.
yeah,
It
like a
was a
lot of the
rare
time
great
he's,
cross. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of the time his delivery is very underwhelming. But yeah, like that one was on the money. And yeah, like Cunha, I couldn't believe he missed. Like, do you know what I mean? I was like, wait, he missed.
Yeah, I know it
Like,
was shocking.
I
It
was like,
was
wait,
shocking.
he missed.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I was
it
like,
actually
oh,
in
damn.
terms of headers, that is like that's an open goal for a header. Like you just should be
Yeah,
scoring.
I couldn't
But yeah,
believe he missed, man. So I was like,
yeah,
oh damn. And then obviously, in the first half as well, we had the Sheshko chances where like the first one comes, Martinez makes the save, but I think Sheshko should be scoring there. And then there was kind of the second one where it's like he has the heavy touch. And
mm,
yeah, so yeah, man, like Bruno obviously went off, which was mad as well. I think it's looking from what I'm hearing that he might be out for maybe like a month.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, then Martinez came on, and actually Martinez actually done decent in that midfield position, to be fair, which obviously like it's something that people spoke about even before he came, like his potential ability to play in midfield, because he done it sometime in Ajax, but he's never been utilized there for us. But obviously because of the circumstances, he went and played there, and he actually done
Mm,
decent. But yeah, like overall it was one of them ones where it's like obviously missing players, injuries, all of that context is there. But I feel like
mm.
United, just the defending is just not good enough. Like I feel like, yeah, we are missing Delit, like um someone who can be like more dominant. But even with Delit, the defending wasn't good enough. So yeah, I think that's one of our main problems right now. Like just the defending, just systematically and structurally as well. Like it's just not good enough. Um, on another day, if we take our chances, then the game might be a bit different. But yeah, you've got to do what needs to be done. So like I said, like Cunha, especially, he's got to bury that, and then yeah, you see how the game plays out from there. Um, Academy players obviously like got some
I
some
remember this. I remember
cameos.
this so funny. He's a
Yeah,
funny guy, but
right,
this
finally,
is the game that these not coming
yeah,
on. That's
man.
fair enough.
Oh man,
Fair
my
enough.
boy, my boys Lacey and Fletcher. Yeah, they came on, so it was nice for them to get their debuts. It'll be interesting to see what involvement they have moving forward during this period, because obviously, yeah, there's a lot going on. It will also be interesting to see what we do in January, which we'll discuss a little bit later. I know there's the whole Semenyo thing. City are linked, Liverpool are linked. There's been like vague links with Arsenal, but from what I'm hearing, you lot want to go in the summer, and he looks like he
Yeah.
wants to go now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, overall, it's one of them ones where it's like, yeah, just disappointing result, and definitely like real problems in certain aspects of the performance, even though there was chances that we had and there was areas where we like weren't horrible. So yeah, that's what I'll say in the game.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think as always, man, you broke it down perfectly. Because I feel like for me, from the outside, it's pretty much what you said, where it was a game of moments. Like I feel like from watching it, as like as a neutral, it wasn't even the most entertaining game because I feel like Villa weren't great either. You both just kind of just like would be kind of balanced and pick your moments, and someone would have a good chance. I feel like Villa definitely started off maybe the better of the two teams, but also like you say, man, I think that's why it's hard to even like analyze you guys right now, because it's like it's a quality thing as well, where it's like Ugarte, like I think Villa break away like 10 minutes in because Ugarte just gets caught on the ball in midfield. It's just so sloppy, so easy, giving them good chances. Like you say, Rogers, I feel like he was just on fire in this game, man. Like he definitely, from his perspective, just looked like yeah, he was here to punish you guys. I remember like early on in the game, he has that flick that almost goes in as well. Like when he tries to like back heel it. Like, I think when someone starts the game like that, then you already know that okay, yeah, this is someone who's kind of in flow state. And I feel like the goal as well. You gave him the space and he had the confidence, so he took it. And the like quality and what's it called? Execution was there, and he just
And
buried the men
sorry to interrupt as
completely.
well.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt as
yeah.
well. What made, again, from a defender perspective, what made it so bad as well is that
Mm,
Villa have been doing that like the majority of the
The whole,
season, bro. This whole run, they've just been
bro. Their
scorching it,
XG,
bro. So it's
no,
like,
it's not even
yeah,
unfortunate, bro. They have their XG is
no,
so
I never said
low relative to
fortunate.
where they. Oh, okay, what do you say,
I
sir?
said scorching it. I said they've been
Scorching. Oh
scorching it.
yeah,
Like,
no, they
yeah,
have been
bro.
scorching
You
it. They have
can't
been
leave them
scorching
that
it,
space, bro. Like they've
bro.
just
Like
been licking
I,
it, top bins.
I
Like,
think that's why I feel like that's why I think that's why the bigger kind of I think even from listening to you speak, I feel like what I also agree, and I think the underlying current is that it's the bigger picture of like in this one-off game, you guys actually weren't bad and you performed well, and another day you could have won. Villa won great either. But it's like when you look at I think your last like kind of like 6 games, or you look at like your last few games and you put it all together and you look at the bigger picture of the teams that you guys have dropped points against, this is also a game that you kind of had to win if you have any aspiration for this season. So I think you're in that, that thing that we speak about where you go into a season and you have that aspiration of like what are we trying to do, and you have that excitement at the start of the year. I think it's that thing where I'm looking at you guys. I'm like, what is the actual aspiration? Because like when you've been dropping points to Everton and West Ham and Villa aren't that great today, you had to kind of have to almost win this game. But again, it was a decent performance, but you lost. So that's why it's like I think there's like a bit of like kind of like lethargy. I don't know if that makes sense. What I'm trying to say. It's just a bit of just like
yeah, nah.
there's no
I
bigger like
mean,
you
it's
guys
kind of
aren't.
like
Yeah, go
if
on.
if those results, so if the West Ham result we won that at home, and the Everton one we won that at home, and the Bournemouth one we won at home, then this result, like whilst it will be disappointing, you look at it and you're like, okay, yeah, like well, there's things we can take out of the performance, unlucky, like whatever the case may be. You might look at it at more of a positive view, but when you look at it holistically in context of the whole season, then yeah, that's where it's like, yeah, man, like there's just glaring problems. The only thing I will say though is that I still don't feel like I still feel like it's an inconsistent league, like in and around. Yeah, like I still feel like it's an inconsistent
Okay,
league.
this is the question then, because I agree with you, and I think that's why I think I've said it a few weeks ago where I genuinely feel like maybe from my perspective when I look at you guys and I say it's a very inconsistent league, but then I now look at just off the back of this game now where Bruno's now out, what's it called? Like Ugarte, what's his name? Lissandro did okay in midfield, but again, against Newcastle, that's a completely different game and different request of what you're asking him to do if he's going to play in midfield. So it just feels like even going forward, Sesko, another player, Euro is a player that I think we can actually speak about too, man. When we say a young player who he made key mistakes in this game, but I also look at him, I just feel like United also don't develop young players, so he's just not getting better, and he's gonna continue. Like he doesn't strike me as like maybe like the potential that he has, you guys can very easily destroy that potential because you've done it before. So it's like we're living through the kind of bad decisions that kind of ends up being like it's an inconsistent league, and you definitely should capitalize on it. You have good enough players, but I look at Amrin, I look at how you guys play, I look at the next few weeks, and I look at Sesko, and I just feel like, yeah, man, it's gonna just be more of this. That's why, like, with United, it's kind of like I feel lethargic now. Kind of even speaking about United, it reminds me of the days of like Arsenal, where it's like it's just gonna be this. Where, like you say, it's inconsistent, so you might push and fight for fifth, but it's not just overall just not good enough. It's just like it's I don't know, like it's just not good enough. If that makes sense. Like the players you got
Yeah,
is not good enough. Like
yeah,
overall,
but
like,
I think all of those things like they've been known in it. Like, do you get me? Like, I think someone like a Ugarte, like yeah, like it's known that that wasn't good enough. Like I think Euro, for as much as potential that he's got, obviously he's just turned 20 years old. Like when Saliba was super young, they sent him on loan to France, like to help develop him and etc. Like, do you get me? Until he came and he was ready and he could be nurtured and etc. Whatever the case may be. Whereas Euro, look at heaven now. Like, do you get me? Like teenager having to start games, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I feel like those problems are there. They're not going away. United will win matches. United are going to lose matches, and that's just what it is going to
yeah,
be this
yeah,
season. Like, do you get me? And I think with Amarim as well, like it's one of them ones where he's not going to go anywhere. Like, do you get me? Because it won't ever get so bad where I think he will get sacked, because I feel like there would still be, as again, when players come back, or whatever the case may be, there's just enough quality to do what needs to be done. And then I think United in the summer, they're going to go back into the market and then try look at the midfield positions, etc., whatever the case may be. So I just think that's what it is right now. I think like United, I think it will be difficult for them to get top 5, because I feel like there's 5 teams better than us in the league. But also So the point that I was even making wasn't that
Mm.
United will get Champions League football or top five or whatever the case may be. The point that I was making was more so like I think we've definitely got our problems, and our problems might be a little worse than other people's problems, but I think
Mm.
also like other people in and around that area have their inconsistency issues and problems as well. So
Mm.
that's why I think the league carries on like chopping and changing like as frequently as it is. So yeah, like we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I think United that top seven-ish, I feel
Yeah.
like that's where they'll end up at the end of the
Yeah,
season.
it's true. And to be fair, I
Yeah.
think if we even like think about it from that perspective, I definitely agree that I think
Mhm.
Europe wise, you guys definitely are good enough to get top seven to top eight. But it's
Mhm.
just it's just that maybe that bit below, that's like that acceptance, like you say, that fifth
Mhm.
or even just even with the consistency, you're still not good enough for that, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. But yeah, but like you
Mhm.
say, I guess it's already known, but I think when you put it in that perspective, I definitely agree with it, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. But overall, like you say, I feel like on another day you guys also could have won this game. I also don't think Villa were great. It was
Yeah.
just Rodgers. You had one player played very well, got his goals. Cunha could have made it 2-2. He didn't, and then Villa get the 2-1 win. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
United is just the bigger picture that interests me of just like yeah, I agree. So Euro is definitely going to be inconsistent, but it's like, do I think United are going to get Euro to its potential based on everything that we've seen in the last 10 years? I'll probably say no. I think it's more of that
Mhm.
perspective, like looking at
Mhm.
where your players are now and looking at like the talent that they were coming in. And I now look at that play that could have gone to Real Madrid and I say, boy, right now, unless things change, it's not looking great right now with the trajectory you're going, rather than just like looking at the here and now. But yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
it's just my
I think even what so for someone like a Euro, what you would
mm,
even want is like obviously he's coming, he's playing in a back three system, like, and I think yeah, like there's certain times where he has been good, and there's certain times where he's looked very uncomfortable, and I think during this recent period he's going through a bad spell. But then I
mm,
also feel like yeah, that's where it's like again like signing wise. And I think this is like a good detour into like maybe the whole Semenyo thing. I think the reason why some United fans are even questioning the strategy is because they're like, bro, like our defense, our midfield, like, do you get me? Like, why are those not the things that we're prioritizing when in the attack we've already invested heavily in the summer, and our attack we've actually got like some quality there. I think the pushback on that from the other side of the argument would be that it's not necessarily a neglecting of the defense and midfield. It's that they've got their targets that they're going to try and get, and they don't want to just now get like go to what's the lad from Wolves, for example,
oh
the
Gomez.
midfielder. Yeah, get a Gomez when that's not necessarily the top target that they want, and then you spent whatever you spent then, and then in the summer it's like you now don't go for the whatever targets that you're gonna get then. And so that's
Well, yeah,
the
man. But
debate.
I think when clubs make those arguments, I find it so lazy, man. Like I find it so lazy because I also feel like it kind of rests on that kind of assumption that like you guys now need to go get Anderson or Baleba for your midfield to get better. And when it's just like even aside from even like let's say the starting midfielders, you need those 30 million pound midfielders that you get you get in January, you get one or two in January that make your team better, and then you go get the star name on top. I feel like it's always that thing
Yeah,
where like you
I
have to
hear.
go straight to the star name, or there's no point of doing anything at all type kind of fallacy, which doesn't make sense logically, in my opinion.
I'm in
Like,
between with that because I feel like it
go on.
depends. Because I feel like with me, I wouldn't. With me, it don't make if you spending 50 mil on the central midfielder means that
Mm,
you can't get the ones that you wanted to get in the summer, then I'll be because I feel like United have done that before when it comes to like the
mm.
short-term solution, like and you panic, like do you get me? And
But
it's not thought out. Like, do you
can I
get
say
me? So
something
it's
to that
like
though? But I think
if
this is
you
my point though. This is my
Mhm,
point. Like even for example, like, even like going back to let's like when Arsenal got like an Odegaard, for example, we didn't
mhm,
go and spend like 70 million on Odegaard. He was like
mhm,
30 or I don't think he was like 30 mil. Sometimes like you can't get
mhm.
those players out not in the 50
You
million bracket. That's a clear, obvious panic or in the short term, but a player that has potential to get better. But that's the
But I
price range
think
that they're
they're
in. So
very,
they're not an expensive midfielder.
I think they're very few
Yeah.
and far between, though. That's my point. Like, if you're looking like, okay, look at the 30 million midfielders that can come into
Mm,
United right now and help United get better. Like, it's hard, especially, it's Man United, it's January. people are gonna hike the price up because it's Man United. People are gonna hike the price up that it's January. If you're taking a key player from a team in January, there's already inflation. If it's Manchester United coming for the player, there's already inflation. So I think in theory, it makes sense if you've got those targets. If there's like simple
I think that's the
solutions where I'm
thing,
like,
though.
cool, go get them. But if there's not, then yeah, like with me, then I'm like, I don't think it makes sense. Like, for example, I saw something with like Ruben Neves, and they were saying potentially there was links from him. He's from Saudi, he wanted to come. I was seeing like, oh, 20 mil. Like, do you get me? That we're gonna get. If you go and do that, and you're like, cool, we're gonna take a punt, it's 20 mil, 28 million, whatever the case may be. Cool. If you go now spend 55 whatever million on whoever, and then now in the summer you're saying, well, we're gonna go get this person, but we spent the thingy whatever on this, then with me, like, you're panicking. Like, so that's
No,
where I'm at with it.
100,
Yeah.
100. I think
Yeah.
I think we agree. I think the bigger point I'm making is that I think it takes too much away from that. Like, there's also scouting as well. Like, it's like I feel like we may not know the 30 million midfielders, but if you're looking at Ruben Neves and you say this guy is still good enough to play in Prem and he's 20 million, then go do that deal. The issue is that teams will either do the deal and he's clearly not good enough to continue playing in the Prem, or they don't. I think that's the way the problem kind of comes in. But if he comes in and he's a decent midfielder and he's good enough to still play in the Prem, then do that deal rather than say we're not going to get anybody and we're waiting for someone and try to go all out for Anderson. I just feel like, again, it's things that clubs do where it's like shooting for the stars, but there's also a gradual build you can do by having good scouting and knowing the market as well. Like, that's the point I'm also making. Like, I get what you're saying, but I feel like there is also an element of like there is also scouting in this also that I feel like doesn't get done. Like, yeah. Like, you don't need to be getting linked to Semenyo. Like, you don't need to be getting linked to 60 million winger when you could get.
There's 100% scouting, but then also I feel like, again, because if you are buying a central midfielder in January, then you are also buying someone, whilst there may be an element of the future there as well. You're buying someone also ideally that can help from January to the end of the season, like right now. So it's like those type of players you can scout for potential in the future. You can think, because also you don't also want to come now, get a person who's not really recognized that and say, cool, you're going to be the solution to our problems, dump him into the midfield. And then also you have to also remember you've got someone like a Kobe Mainoo who's been sitting on the bench, who's not been getting game time there as well. So it's like with me, it's like with the scouting thing, I hear it, but also I've seen United do just dumbness. Like, do you get me? Where
No,
like,
I get that, but again, United's not well run. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, like I've seen it before, because I feel like there is a little bit of like some
also
people
to add to you also, bro. To add to just while you're going, like also scouting. I'm not also referring to young players when I say scouting. Like scouting is that you could be 29 and you're scouted. In terms that they bring you into the Prem from a different league. Just to add.
But the only difference with the only thing I'll say with that though is that I think the more established you are, then the harder it is to get a quote unquote bargain. Like, do you get me? And like I said, when it's January and when it's Manchester United, then like it's gonna be more and more difficult. Like, that's the thing. Because with me, I'm also not gonna now try present it like, it's like it's just a simple thing. Like, do you get me?
Yeah,
like, generally speaking, like when you look at like January signings, like we've had some successful ones. Like we bought Vidic in January. That was very good. We bought Bruno in January. Like, do you get me? Like, and yeah, like, so you definitely can do it. Like, you can execute properly or whatever the case may be. But my whole thing, and this is separate from the Semenyo thing or whatever the case may be, but my whole thing is, if you've got a plan and you're like, cool, these are the midfielders, this is your list. Like, every club will have their options. Option A, option B, option C, option D, option E, option F. With me, I don't think I really want to see a thing where it's like you go for someone that you've got injuries, you've got this going on. You go for someone who you think like it's just like a numbers thing. You buy him, like, do you get me? Because you think maybe it might be a little bit better and it's not cost efficient. Like, and then you neglect what it is that you're gonna do before. Like, do you get me? Like with me, it doesn't. That's what I don't want to see. So I don't want to be seeing like you come in and spending like silly money on something that like you don't overly need, because especially in this current Manchester United team, a lot of the issues, there's a quality issue in midfield 100%, but there's also structural issues that Amorim hasn't been able to sort out and thingy yet. So a lot of like, if we signed in the summer, we signed Anderson and we signed Baleba, then our midfield would be better just naturally because you've got better players. Like, do you get it? But the structural issues that we're currently talking about, I feel like if you just sign someone who's just cool and you spend a lot of money on him, he's still gonna get exposed in this setup. Like, do you get me? Like, I feel like Amrim isn't. He's not someone that's put in a coaching masterclass where it's like, okay, you know what? Like he's gonna get above. He's gonna get above this. This guy's normal performance is this, and he's gonna be able to produce this from the player. Like, do you get me? So I feel like that's the thing that I'm looking at as regards to prioritize. Like, if you ask me, would I rather spend 60 whatever million on an attacker or a midfielder? 100% a midfielder. But now just don't go and do dumbness, because I know United. Like, do you get me?
I get it.
They'll just go and do dumbness. They'll just go do dumbness, bro. Like, and then it's just like, what's the point of doing that? Like, do you get me? And then it's like, it's all long. Like, do you get me? So I feel like that's my thing. And then also what I'm thinking about as well is that if Amorim, like, let's say he does go, like, I'll look at it and I'll be like, well, Ahmad, he's good. Mbumo, he's good. Konya, he's good. I need as little mistakes as possible. Like, do you get me? So it's like, I don't want it to be a thing where it's like, oh, you just splash on whatever. And then now, let's say Amorim, like, because even with Amorim, you can still build for the future, whereas like someone else can come in and it's like, okay, there's more to work with here. Like, so I feel like that's my thing. With the Semenyo thing, I feel like, like spending 60 again, me personally, even on it, I personally feel like if Liverpool come in for him, I think he'll go there. That's my feeling.
If Liverpool or City,
I think Liverpool will get him over City.
Oh yeah, no, they would. I'm saying that they will both get him over United if they both want him. So, but yeah,
I think the thing is that I think with Liverpool, because with City, I think the problem isn't about what City's going to do in successful or whatever the case may be. I think the City will be rotation. It will be like how much he's going to play. Like, do you get me? Because City, obviously, we'll talk about them later, but they've got their things going on. Liverpool, he'll play. He'll play. He'll either play on the left. He also can be a longer term thingy. They might be thinking about Salah going. He can play there. They've also just lost Isak as well, so they need attacking reinforcements. At United, he'll play, but he might not play where he would ideally want to play.
Wait. Like, I'm just gonna say I have an idea, bro. So basically, it's what I'm trying to do with you. See that wing back position? That's you. That's you, bro. I'm on that wing. You see Ahmad doing it. You can do that. Like, that's what you're trying to sell him, bro.
They've already trying to sell him. Amorim, I think, you know what it is? I'm not even gonna lie. I think all of that's already been that's already been discussed, because we were in for him in the summer. Like, Amorim and Semenyo went out for dinner and spoke. Like, like that's not a new link. Like, do you get me? So it's like, I feel like, but I just think it's one of them ones where, like, I look at it and I'm like, Liverpool probably, I feel like if they came in, is the one that probably would make most sense for him. I feel like with Arsenal again, like, I don't know Arteta. I don't know if he's. I feel like there'll be rotation there. I feel like there'll be rotation there. So it's like, I'm not sure.
Tottenham is the one that they would want him, but would he want to go there? That Tottenham's interesting.
Tottenham's already been dismissed. I think they've already been dismissed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they're the one that I think they'd want him, and he'd be a star player, and he'd like be important for them. But would he want to go there if Liverpool come in? I think that's an interesting one. I feel like I'll be interested to see what he would choose between if it was United or Spurs.
That's what I'm saying. That's already been dismissed. Like, have you seen all the updates?
Oh wait, what? No, I haven't seen actually. No, what?
That's what I'm saying. Spurs have been dismissed. So the latest thing with Semenyo is that City and United are in talks. Like, City and United are currently in the front runners. Liverpool it said that Liverpool, they could be there, but they haven't yet gone in for him. So, and Tottenham, that one's dead. Like, do you get me?
But
That's where it's
Austin
currently
said
at.
that is dead.
Yeah, that's
like,
what. Yeah. Like, I'll let me get.
Okay. I think that's the bit I didn't know. I knew that. I think
Yeah.
I've seen that he probably wouldn't want to go to Spurs anyway, but I didn't know that it's like Spurs are just out of the race. There's no chance. I didn't know that update. So that's fair. But yeah, City and United.
So
I know United.
Antoine Semenyo. This is a thingy from Ornstein on NBC. Antoine Semenyo has politely rejected Tottenham Hotspur, who were keen on signing him and were prepared to pay him a significant salary. Semenyo is currently focusing on joining Manchester United or Man City.
Okay,
that's where it was. Yeah, he's already. That's what I'm saying. Spurs thing's already. That's that's already brushed. That's why it's.
Man. That should be the kind of deal that they should be all over. But
but it's crazy. I think, bro.
No, I guess they're all over
it's not their power. It's not within their power.
Yeah, he's not reciprocating.
It's not within their power. Yeah, do you get me? So currently, that's what I'm saying. Currently, United and City are in talks. But I think if Liverpool said they wanted him, I feel like Liverpool get him. Like,
I also feel like if City seriously want to, I think they'll get him too. I think he'll go to United if United is the choice. So that makes sense. Like that's a different conversation. Like if it's like United really want him, then okay, cool. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one.
Even Romano, they said so. Liverpool called in November, but there's been no follow-up so far. So I think that's the one. Obviously, Isak's got the injury now, so I think that's also like a thing where it's like, are they gonna go in for him? But I think the current update is United and City, that they're the front runners. So that's currently
cool. In that case, I think my money's definitely in Liverpool then, because I can definitely see them coming in, especially after that Isak injury, and they have the money as well. So it'll be interesting. But no, that'll be an interesting move. But I think I agree. Arsenal, like, there's nothing there at Arsenal, man. I don't know if we even do anything in January. Like, I feel like we're definitely on the, if he didn't move in January and he was still available in the summer, then maybe we'd look at it. But when you move like that for a player, he's gone by the time like you even consider him as a serious,
because he's got a release clause in it. For January, so it's not even difficult. Like, it's just I think he'll definitely go in January still. But we'll see how that pans out. But like with bruv, even if we got Semenyo, bruv, all our matches are gonna be ending up like the Bournemouth one, bro.
That's my point as well, man. It's like, if you guys don't get a midfielder in January, you play with Semenyo. Just again, this is another brain dead move. Like, I still think the 30 million, 40 million Bundesliga player that's a solid player in Bundesliga will still do something. I think not to rehash that conversation, but my whole thing is just building a squad before you get the final pieces as well. And it's just like, you can get the players that are going to still be in and around first or second choice cup matches that don't cost you 70 million. That's my general point when I'm trying to say about like how you build the squad. But like you say, when players like Manu are right there not getting any minutes, it's an Amarin thing. So it's like a combination of just loads. Everyone is just making bad decisions. So it is what
that's what I'm saying. Because even when you're talking about this, the squad is like, like it's, you've got like someone like a Kobe who's on the bench and he's just chilling there. Like, do you get me? So it's like, I feel
you know, it's hard to speak about football when, like, it's one thing when you feel like a manager's doing the best with all the tools that he has, and like there's little tweaks. But so when you're just not even doing the best with the tools that you have, then so we're just talking, man. Like, it's like Bugatti comes, like it's like we're just talking. Oh man.
But I think it's no secret at all that the positions United need to be prioritizing is midfield and then defense, which they will ideally, like I said, like if you can get the good option in January, then I'll say therefore go for it. But then see, this is what I even mean, man. Like, even talking about it's like, I remember I was seeing us linked with Conor Gallagher. Like, do you get me? And it's like with me, I'm not
feeling that.
What? Man said Gallagher when Kobe's on the bench, bro. You man taking a mic.
It's crazy. We actually haven't spoken about that, I just realized that we haven't spoken. I thought you were feeling, you're not feeling the Gallagher move.
No, bro. Like, what?
Man.
When Kobe's in, bro. Like, do you get me? This is what I mean. Like, don't waste my time, bro. Don't waste my time.
Like, do you get me?
Don't waste my time.
You're not seeing the potential, man. You be chasing people down, the pressing. Nah, man. Him and Mount. That
Don't
too.
waste my time.
Nah, man.
Mount's actually been decent further forward, but again, he's not a central midfielder. So yeah, man. Like with me, just don't
But
troll.
you know, it's going to be so interesting. Like, I'm so curious to see what happens with this, like, main news, because he's injured now, and now that Bruno's out as well, he would have got a lot of like it's like what's because
Yeah,
even him,
the
I can't
timing
like,
is
I'll
nasty.
be like, bro, let me get out of here. I'm not even trying to do this. No, Bruno's injured, and now you're trying to play me in these games. I can't. But again, that's me, because if it's now, and then now Bruno comes back, and you're back on the bench again, or African players are back, you're back on the bench again. Like, nah, man, he needs to get out of there second
No,
half of the season.
I don't like what's happened with Kobe at all. But I'm not gonna lie. If Bruno was out, then yeah, like again, because I think what could happen a lot of the time is that if Kobe isn't perfect, then people will be like, oh, see, this is the player you're hyping up, or this, or whatever the case may be, which obviously a lot of the time is unfair and I don't like it. But also that's his time. Like that's his time to do his thing. Like, do you get it? So
no, it's true.
yeah,
It's true.
like that
It's
would
true.
be his
It's
time
true.
to do his
All
thing.
you can do
Because
is do what
also
you need to do.
I love Cubby. The academy players, like, they need to be supported and promoted. But also, like, I don't believe like Cubby should be just like guaranteed any sort of starting place in the team. Like, do you get me? Like, just default. Like, yeah, he's still got to perform. Like, do you get me? He's still got to do his thing. My problem is that I just feel like he's not been given a fair chance. Like, do you get me? So it's like, but when he is given consistent chances and he is given a fair chance, then now that's for him to perform. Like, do you get me? And if he's not performing,
100%.
then it's bench. Like, do you get me? So it's
100%.
like,
But then again,
yeah,
it's like, but it's also that thing of like the bigger than you though. Like, because I could just say now structurally, but I think mainly next to Garte is gonna be beautiful in that midfield. Even I don't think so. But again, it's just like this
it
is
wouldn't be
what
a
it
guy.
is.
It'll be
Oh
Cass.
Well, I forgot that he only played because
Yeah,
Cass
Cass
was
was
sort
just a
of thing.
suspension.
So, yeah. So let's see anyway. Like you say, how bad? Well, how is he back soon anyway? What's his injury situation? The main
Who?
one, main.
I don't know. I think Fabrizio said it's a minor one, like it's not long. But I think for when Amram was talking about Newcastle, I think he'll be out. Like, so I don't think he'll be ready for that. Like, yeah. So I'm not exactly sure what the injury situation is saying, but yeah, I don't think he'll be ready for that. So yeah. And then Bruno, that's even not, when it's mad, bruv, because this guy never gets injured. Like, so
I
yeah,
know.
that was surprising. And it's funny because even after like it happened, he was still just playing on for like, do you get me, spraying balls and that, like whatever the case. Like,
That's
someone said
crazy.
that because he hardly gets injured, he probably didn't know what a pulled hamstring felt like. He never clocked it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like speaking to the people, the physio after. What's going on? Why does it feel like there's no muscle under my leg? What's going on? Like, bro, that shouldn't happen. That's not normal. Like,
But
nah.
but
Fair
yeah, long
enough.
story short, United, we've got our problems. January we should be looking to do something. If we can get a cost-effective midfielder, then do it. But if you can't, don't panic buy and waste money. Yeah, that's long story short where I'm at.
No, I hear it. No, again, man, January is always an interesting time as well to see how teams strengthen and what they do. So I love this thread, man. We'll see what you guys do.
Yeah. So yeah. But moving on, man. The Arsenal, you lot obviously, City earlier in the day, they moved ahead of you into first place, and people were seeing whether you can withhold the pressure, like withstand the pressure rather, and like, assume your position back in first. And yeah, you're able to do it. 1-0 victory away to Everton. But yeah, what are you saying? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts on the match?
1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It was so smelly, bro. Oh my god. I don't even know where to start. But nah. You know what it is? I've been thinking about this, man. I feel like I first want to do two things. I feel like firstly, I'll definitely say that I definitely wanted more from this game. Like from going into it. I feel like Everton, like we said, they were missing a few players. They're not going to be as strong as they've been recently. It's still like it was a tough game going away to what's it called? Hill Dickinson Stadium. That's so weird to say. But yeah, it was gonna be always a tough game because yeah, they're a good team and we knew that we had to win after the City game and also the West Ham. We'll talk about that one later, but yeah, they're horrible. But yeah, City just dispatched them. So again, you see City playing good attacking football. And again, as football fans, there's that balance of that you want to win games and winning is important, but I think you also want to enjoy watching your team play as well and just like have fun and like see your team create chances, score goals, and like actually perform well. I think that's another side of it as well. Well, I feel like the more I think about it, the more I want to like definitely like appreciate the fact that it's not a given winning games and being top of the table and it's great. Like we're top at Christmas, and from that perspective, from an Arsenal fan, I'm very happy. And like we're definitely in a very good place. And going into next year, we're in a position where like we can get better and the performances can get better, and then us being top is also matching like us enjoying watching Arsenal play. But then there's the other side of it where I'm watching the matches, man. I'm just like, this is the kind of game where there's certain conversations that we're having when it comes to like maybe like players like Gyökeres, and we say, you know what, there's a lot of kind of noise around you. I want to see like a performance. I want to see goals. I want to see you start to like give me some confidence that you know what, there's hope here that this can work. You know, when now, even when I speak to Arsenal fans, it's getting to that point where I'm just asking them straight out, like, bro, like, are you done? I'm like, you think you can turn it around? And people are just like,
but
yeah,
he scored, bro.
No, he did. And that's why, like, but again, it's still, there's still timing, and I still want to see him continue getting these chances over like a Marino or understand the alternatives. But I think he symbolizes like the bigger problem with the team, where it's just like, we also just want to see us dispatch teams, man, and like go away and comfortably win. And I feel like this was a game that it was 1-0 and it definitely should have been 2 or 3, I think, towards the end. Like, I think we had enough chances to have scored more goals when it comes to like the Trossard hitting the post or Zubimendi hitting the post. And we had those moments, or like key kind of attacking moments where like Timber should square it and maybe it's a tap in for Gyökeres. And like we don't do enough for him or so going other way. But I think it's just that general feeling of just like we want to see more from an attacking perspective and point of view. Like, we want to enjoy the matches more. So I think that's kind of like where I say that there's kind of like two things where like, you're happy with the win, you take it. You definitely also appreciate the fact that like the Saliba thing was definitely very fortunate with the penalty kick where he kicks the guy's leg again. On another day, that could be given. I also think it's overblown a bit because I also do think we still go on to win the game. Because like I say, I feel like our problem is more like we don't have the ruthlessness where we will like make it 3 and 4 and comfortably beat you. But it will be 1, and then we don't really kill off the game. And then now the end of the game is a bit edgier than it needs to be because we weren't comfortably winning. But I still think at 57 minutes when that happened, or 60, we would have gone on to probably get another. If I'm being honest, I think we still were a threat enough that we're like on the balance of the game. We should have still scored 3, maybe 4 goals. But it's like you want to actually see it happen and it be delivered in like shots and attacks. But that's not how we play. Does that make sense? I think that's kind of like where I'm at with Arsenal. It's like from a like points perspective, very happy we got the win, but we still need to go up the gears because I think we also all appreciate that when we look at City or we look at the like I'm never a fan of 50 of I used to call why I didn't like Emery at Arsenal is I used to think his football was a bit 50-50, whereas like you're not convincing enough where some games you win, some games you lose, some games you draw because they're all relatively tight and it's kind of fine margins. I want the Liverpool City football where they're destroying you 3-0 in the first half, so the game is done. Like, there's no, are we going to potentially drop points in this game? Because
just gotta clarify the old Liverpool.
Oh yeah, the old Oh, sorry, bro. I was definitely speaking in past my role. Thank you, bro. You almost made me a liar on the internet. Thank you, bro. Not this season.
I was thinking, are you sure?
Yeah. Sorry, bro. I misspoke. Not this Liverpool. No. When we get to Liverpool, we're gonna talk about it. Definitely not this Liverpool. But I think the Liverpool under like the Klopp, sounds like would just attacking, free-flowing football. I think that's what we want to see much more of. And it's just like games like this is where you're happy with the win, but you're still just like I still want more. So I mean that's why my overall feelings coming off the back of the game is just like gifted the penalty, stupid handball by Everton. What's it called? Gyökeres, great penalty, smashes it, he does what he needs to do. But I'm still like I wanted this to be a game where he gets 3 goals, and then now we're now saying, can you now start building momentum? Can we now start creating more chances? That's what I want to see. But again, the main point is that we got the win. We're top at Christmas. Very happy about that perspective. Again, we have levels to go up. We just now need to go up those levels. This can't just be like how the season is going to go. If this is how the season is going to go, then I think we're not going to win the league because it's too fine margins. And on another day, you can now drop points in this game that you should have won. I think that's kind of like my take. I don't know, what was your take from watching the game, bro?
I agree with the fact that, you know what, with this, the main important thing was 3 points. Like, just to secure that. I think it was really important that you answered to what City had done earlier and, like, got back to the top of the table. So I think that was like the most important thing. I think despite the fact that there was the penalty thing and Arsenal weren't brilliant, I also feel like you thoroughly deserve to win. Like, I think it should have been much more comfortable than it was. Like, like I think on another day, like Trossard, like I would normally bank on Trossard.
I know, I couldn't
Like,
believe
you
him.
get me? Yeah, that's normally like his bread and butter. And like there was even the thing with Saka. Like, like you could have scored. Like, it was Arsenal deserved to win that game. I think that was the thing as well. So it's like, even when I saw the penalty thing was definitely fortunate, but I think again it was, I think it happened in like almost like the 60th minute.
Like 57.
There would have still been like a lot of the game left. Like, and when people are saying Arsenal were lucky, I think sometimes more so maybe it might be from the perspective of like Arsenal fans complaining about decisions, but all fans complain about decisions as well. But maybe Arsenal fans, they're just particularly known for being very loud about it. But I feel like it's been overblown in the sense of like, Arsenal just deserved to win that game. Like, they were just better. I think Everton, where you probably maybe are fortunate is in the sense of, I think you faced them at a great time when like Njai's gone, Drewsbury Hall's injured, getting the midfield's injured. So like, I think they were missing a lot of like key players. But again, you can throw that back out and say, you know what, there's times where Arsenal have missed their key players and whatever the case may be. So man, like overall, I think you deserve to win. I think your attack is not fluid and it's a problem. Especially,
you know what thing I'm starting to really like even that Saka Timber side, man. Like it needs to do more as well. It needs to do so much more, man. I think there's so many times that attacks just look like like even like it's even between like Saka like passing the ball behind him when now he's checking his run or it's just like it's like you say. I think it just doesn't flow. I think when you say it's like fluid. That's kind of like it's jagged. Like it's not as smooth as it should be. And then that left hand side, there's just nothing there. We don't have a overlapping fullback going on there at all either. So it's like man. This attacking wise, it's very rigid, man.
I also don't know if like Arteta yet knows what his best team is. Like, if everyone's fit as well.
Even said, like, even what's it called, man? Odegaard and Zubimendi and Rice, even like that midfield, man. I'm just like, I also don't want to see Odegaard dropping into centre backs to pick up the ball and carry up the pitch and then pass it. It's like, this is like, bro, this is why Zubimendi's in the team. So it's kind of like it's like when you look at the whole kind of structure of the team, where you look at a right hand side that isn't fluid. You look at left hand side, there's no overlap. It's just the winger that comes in, the inside forward, cool. You look at the midfield where your attacking midfielders meant to be Odegaard is dropping in to pick up the ball from the centre backs, and Zubimendi's a DM and Rice is the DM. Then it's like there's no surprise that we're not creating. So when you look at City's midfield and you look at the profiles that they have in these same positions, and it's obvious why one team creates more chances and looks more exciting, when one team is maybe defensively more solid, but nowhere near as good going forward, man. And it feels like there is a balance that could be struck because the players are there. But like you say, to kind of go back to your point about Arteta and knowing what his best system and structure is. But yeah, man, it's frustrating, bro. But as you were saying,
I feel like he just yet doesn't know. Like, do you get me? Like, I think there's obviously the whole thing with Gyökeres, and then when like obviously Jesus is there, Marino's played up front, and then Havertz will come back. Like, I think or being fit, like I think you would have thought that the answer would be Gyökeres is definitely starting, but I don't think that's the case. So I think there's that. I think on the left, like I think Trossard has obviously done well. Then obviously you've bought Eze, But then, like, I think in your team, Eze off the left, Eze through the middle, like, it's still not been like clarified as regards to, all right, cool, where your go-to is going to be. So I think there's that. And then sometimes it seems that it's like it's one of Odegaard or Eze if they're playing in that kind of central position. So yeah, that needs to just be clarified. And yeah, like I think just generally, like there's not synergy. Like I think again, we can even briefly like speak about City now, but yeah, like some of the football they've been playing, like it's just brilliant. Like yeah, like City are like, and it's annoying because they're the ops, but like they're good to watch. Like, do you get me? Like Shirky and Foden, they're just yeah, like Shirky's hitting his stride, man. And with me, it's
Yeah.
not surprised. Me, bro, I say things, and then
Mm.
when later everyone's saying it, then people are
Mm.
like, oh yeah, this is this. But when I say
Mm.
it and no one's saying it, I
No,
said it
no,
in the
bro.
first stream.
No,
When
bro.
we're
See,
doing once
Turkey,
to
I didn't say
watch.
nothing. This one,
Yeah,
I didn't say
I
nothing.
said
I
with
didn't get
Shirky,
off.
when we're doing the first thing, I said want to watch. I said Shirky, bro. I said this guy, like talent-wise, bro, like he's one of the best talents in the world. And I said, like, he is capable of eventually being the best player in the league, bro. Like, do you get me?
Mm.
People are looking at me, oh, bro. I said, bro, like, do you get me? I know a baller when I see one. Like, do you get me?
Mm.
And it's annoying that he's gone to them. Like, do you get it? But like the guy's good, man. Like, do you get it? So him and Foden, they're clicking, like they're doing their thing. Then Haaland is still Haalanding. Like, do you get me? Another 2 goals. He's already got 19 league goals. Like, do you get me? Like, most of us will be delighted if our striker finished with 19 league goals at the end of the season. This guy's already got it before Christmas. Like, do you get it?
My
So,
God.
yeah, like they're doing that. I think you've got Nico Gonzalez. I think he's been like a blessing for them because he's helped
Mm.
limit that absence of Rodri. And I think it's also
Mm.
helped them not feel like they have to rush Rodri back. And I feel like, yeah, like that's been pivotal for them because like he needed to step up, like so like their dependency on Rodri can lessen. And I feel like that's what's happened as well. Like Pep's got the midfielders playing in fullback. You know, he loves to do that. Like, do you get me? And O'Reilly, he's been doing very well. Obviously, Nunez is there. Donnarumma, you can say what you want about sometimes like his distribution and this and that and whatever, but he's a fantastic shot stopper. And I feel like he's gonna win you points by just that alone. Like, do you get
Mm.
me? Where it's like that should be a goal, and you can do that. So yeah, and then obviously they got a generational manager. So yeah, like City attacking wise, things just look like they're clicking, it looks fluid, etc. And I think with Arsenal, yeah, like you just haven't been able to figure that out yet. And I think you're going to need to. Like, yeah, like I feel like
Yeah,
you're
like you
going
say,
to
I
need
feel like
to.
with like if
Yeah.
City were without Rodri and Nico Gonzalez isn't there, and some and
Mm,
Nico, even O'Reilly isn't there, and it's
mm.
what's his name from Wolves and Brain's gone blank, the left back, the fullback that they
Nunes.
brought,
Oh,
Eight Nori.
I Nori. Yeah, I
Sometimes he
Nori.
might be cold going forward, but he might be very understand got a thing going
Mm,
backwards, and now it's like it's not as looking as great because it's very basketball-y. But because these players are
mhm.
stepping up, City are playing at a level where, like you're saying, we're going to have to. I think it's that whole
Yeah.
thing of that club. We're not going to get away with just this smelly, this football that's getting us wins every now and then, but it's like it can easily
Mm,
cost us in a game that we don't expect to drop points in. I think that's
mhm.
like the threat of how well City are playing. I don't to your
Yeah.
point, but yeah, nah,
Yeah.
man, they
Like,
have
and you
looked
can
very
even
good,
see
man.
like yeah, you can see there like because goals scored like they're on 41 and then
Mm,
Arsenal and United are second with 31. So that there's already a 10
mm,
goal
they're
difference.
pulling
Obviously,
away. Yeah.
Haaland has got a lot to do with that. But yeah, like also I
Mm,
think just overall their attackers are clicking. Like, do you get me? Like I said, I think Foden's got more league goals than any of United or Arsenal's attackers. I think he's got 7. Like, do you get me? Like Shirky, he's getting like he's right up there with the assists. Like, so yeah, man, they're starting to really click. So and defensively as well, they still are definitely vulnerable. But I think
mm,
the gap between them and Arsenal in this at the start of the season it was wide. Arsenal's
mm,
defense were phenomenal and City's
mm,
defense looked poor. Now
mm,
Arsenal's defense looks really good and
mm,
City's defense doesn't look as bad as it was. So it's like the gap between them has narrowed. Obviously, because some like Arsenal, they've suffered injury, so that's got like stuff to do that. Like, I'm not saying there's not circumstances around it, but yeah,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
there's like it's dropped off because of whatever factors. Like, yeah, and City's again, they still definitely can be got at, but it's stabilized. Like, even if you're looking at the goals conceded, Arsenal conceded 10, City have conceded 16, so six more. Like, yeah, whereas at the start of the season, with what we would have thought, like it was looking mad. Like, do you get me? So, yeah. Very quick question for you because we never actually said it earlier. Villa, how seriously are you taking them?
Um, Nah, I'm not taking them too seriously, man. City are still definitely the team I'm concerned about. I think Villa have done very well, but even like I said, this game was definitely Rodgers saying, "Nah, man, like I'm getting signed today." And United very poor defending. I think they very easy could have lost to you guys yesterday, and it wouldn't have been shocking based on how they played. So I think they still. Again, also too, when your football is also on, people rusting it. As nice and as exciting as it is, your style of play can't also be Rodgers smacking it from 30 yards like a couple times a games, and that's how you're also winning points too. So yeah, I think they don't have enough for me to really. They're doing very well and defensively they're good and they're in good form, but I think eventually like their form and how they're playing football will catch up with them. Where C are the sustainable title threat team to consider. So yeah, I'm not really taking Villa too seriously.
First.
Yep.
Yeah, with me, bro. Villa can go win the title, man. I won't even mind, man.
Oh yeah,
Can
of
go
course,
do
man. That's
that.
fair. Like you're, yeah,
They can go do that.
that's fair. They
But
even
yeah,
they even your second team, but I don't know you act like you're even impartial, bro. Like, I
bro.
remember, I love how
You know it
excited
is.
Villa
You know it is, bro.
Thank
You know it is. A United fan. I don't think a United fan can have a second team, bro. We're too hated, bro. Like, do you get
Nah,
me? Like,
man.
yeah,
I
we
know you
don't
love
have
Villa,
friends.
man. It's
We
alright.
don't have friends anywhere, man. This is where it is. But
It's
yeah,
alright,
like if
bro.
you're not my op, then yeah, man, I'll always want you to win against my ops. It'll be even interesting. You lot are bucking them again at the Emirates in a couple of weeks, so that would be interesting
Yeah, but then, but
what
like I said,
happens.
though, I think the one thing I'm happy, I still think that we have levels to go up with Arsenal as well because the players are there, man. It's just about Arteta, like putting them on the pitch in the right, like you say, the right players with the right instruction. Does he have it in him? We're gonna find out, man. But this is definitely looking very pivotal this season. Very, very pivotal.
Yeah,
I'm already hearing, oh, I don't know if I was going to be here for a long time. We'll see. So yeah, I think I will
cool.
Arteta, like in terms of how long term he'll be at Arsenal. There's like no like quotes are
Oh,
coming out.
okay,
Like so you can tell.
okay.
I think if not this season, the next season will definitely. If he doesn't win, I think we're definitely the next couple of years. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, we'll see. Yeah, this is definitely a pivotal year.
Also a quick one on Palace. Obviously, you've got them to tomorrow. You've got them tomorrow in the League Cup quarterfinals.
Yes.
Just quick thoughts
Smash
on
against
that.
that.
Yeah, and then obviously if you beat them, then it's Chelsea in the semis. So yeah, just quick thoughts on that and like how important is that to you?
Yeah, no, that is very important, man. Like I said, I need some silverware this season, and Palace are a good team. I saw their last game. I think they rested a lot of players as well, so it looks like they're taking it seriously. So yeah, man, Emirates, we need to get past them, and then we need to get past Chelsea, man. So that is my thoughts. But no, it should be a tough game. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I think you'll beat Palace. I think the Chelsea one will be interesting. I think Palace they're struggling a bit, man. Like obviously their fixture schedule has been crazy. Like in the
yeah,
Conference League, they had to basically play their whole second team. They ended up drawing 2-2, and they haven't. Now they're going to be in the playoffs, so they're going to have to play some extra
oh
games
yeah, I saw that.
later on.
Yeah.
And
Ugly,
then
ugly.
obviously, then they played their normal team on the weekend against Leeds, and they
Was it
got
their
slapped.
normal team?
Yeah,
I thought they rested players in that game. Was it the game before I'm looking
nah,
at then?
bro. Yeah, it was the game before. It was the Conference League match.
Oh,
Yeah, the Conference League match. They played their second team. Like in the Leeds match,
oh,
they played their first
yeah.
team. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. It was their first team.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
They
okay. That
played their
changes
first team.
things. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
obviously they
Okay.
had like Munoz has been injured and Sar's gone
Mm,
AFCON, but yeah, like everyone who's available as regards to their first team, yeah, they played. Like yeah,
yeah, I'm just seeing that. Okay, crazy.
yeah,
Okay then. Okay, well that gives me more confidence. That's good.
yeah. I think Arsenal would, yeah, I think it will be comfortable to be fair.
Mm,
But yeah. But yeah, the Chelsea one, that'll be interesting because like I know these lot will love to beat you.
Oh yeah,
So
man, and they love a big game, man.
yeah, they love a big game. They love an opportunity to win a trophy. Like so, yeah, that would be interesting still. But yeah, and then yeah, quickly moving on, bro. Liverpool, Spurs. I don't know how much of this you were able to catch. The match.
I was able to catch this game, man. Oh
You were able to
yeah,
catch
the
everything.
Liverpool, yeah, yup.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't able. I watched highlights, but I didn't watch the match live. I was out, so yeah, I'll probably lean on you more for this one, bro. As regards to your coverage.
Yeah, nah, it was. I think Liverpool definitely started off the better of the two teams, but not by much, man. It was actually quite. No, I'm even taking myself back to the game. It was actually quite a poor, like, kind of start to the game where it's like it felt like Liverpool definitely probably the better of the team, but it was like Spurs were terrible, so it wasn't really saying much. Like they definitely. Like neither team was really holding on to the balls. Like those games of football, it's like neither team is really taking ownership of the ball and like kind of cementing like we're gonna put you under continuous kind of pressure. Liverpool looked like a team that was doing it more often than Spurs, but again, it wasn't consistent enough where they were creating good chances. So yeah, first half starts off like that. Not a great game. Then half an hour in, Simmons, I don't know what he's thinking. Randomly, just I don't know, maybe after they let it all work out. I don't know. He ran straight to Van Dijk's leg, got sent off, and then now, man, I'm saying, bro, I don't know what he was thinking, bro. I don't know what he was thinking at all, man. I don't know what he was thinking at all. So he scrapes down Van Dijk's leg. I think those orange cards where I can see why he got sent off, but sometimes you might get away with it because there wasn't much in it. It was just clumsy and dumb. So he gets sent off, and I think then I'm like, oh, this game is over. Like Liverpool are gonna run away with it now, and it's not gonna be very entertaining anymore. Liverpool then again are like doing more, but then I'll actually say when Spurs went down to 10 men, Spurs actually grew into the game more. Like they then started to kind of hit Liverpool more on the break a bit. Liverpool still the better team, but neither team was like got the decisive goal. Then second half they bring on Isak, and then what's it called? Like again, Liverpool definitely start off like applying more pressure. They get the first goal, and then you think, okay, cool. Like the game should be the game is over. Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
Oh yeah, it's that goal. Yeah. How bad is the injury, by the way? Because I haven't actually seen much.
I think he's out for. I think he's out for a few months. I think I saw earlier that he's had surgery. Yeah. He broke his leg. Like he fractured. It was his. Alexander Ekitike has sustained a fracture in his left leg and undergone surgery. Yeah. Liverpool said the 26-year-old successfully underwent surgery on an ankle injury that included a fibula fracture. So yeah.
Where do you again? I didn't watch the video, but I saw like the question on like the Van der Ven, like how much you put on. I feel like he was. Yeah, when I saw it in live, I didn't see anything crazy, but then I
thought it was I think it was just unfortunate, this one. I felt it was just unfortunate. He got the shot off, and Van der Ven went to block it, and I think it was just unfortunate with this instance. I'm not gonna lie. But,
I've only seen it once, like when it happened, and I thought, it looked unfortunate, but that's unfortunate. He gets to go again, man. This guy comes on, gets a goal. They think, is this now the goal that's gonna let help Isak kick on? And they're playing the front of him and Ekitike. You're thinking, can they kind of build on this? And again, like you say, man, he's now broken his leg and he's now out for months. So man, he's had the worst start that he could kind of hope to have in a new team. So they get that first goal. Then Ekitike actually gets a good second goal. The header, he scores a header that's actually quite a good goal to make it 2-0. And again, as a kind of hate on a team that's like, okay. I was like, you know what? This game is dead now. Liverpool should now go on and run away with it, and it should be comfortable. Then 80th minute in, Richarlison comes on. Clumsiness in the box, 2-1, bro. Liverpool.
They said Richarlison always scores goals and he has to pick the ball out the back of this net. The goals are always meaningless. He's always picking the ball back and running back to the center circle.
You know what it is though? He's scoring.
He's scoring what he thinks is the winner. and then the other the other team score after.
Nah, he's unfortunate, man. He is so unfortunate. But you know what it is?
Because
I know what
his
you're
goal
trying to say.
record this
I know.
season's actually been decent. Like I think he's
Well,
got like
what is he on?
I think in the league he's got like 7.
Oh,
I think.
you
I think
I'll actually look at it in the back, but I
he's
wouldn't be shocked
got
though, because
he's got
again,
7. He's got 7.
he's got
7 and
7 in the
17
Prem.
appearances. Yeah, 7 in the
That is
Prem.
actually
Yeah.
that is actually very good. That's
Yeah.
actually very good. But like you say, man, he comes on as 2-0, he gets so good that makes it 2-1. That's what
Leading
happens.
goals, man.
Like, so, but then that being said, though, Liverpool, I think this is just what shows that like confidence. Liverpool's confidence is so low, man, because it goes that you're going on to 10. Well, no, sorry, I even missed. Yes, so it's already 10 at this point. 2-1. Then Liverpool, then Tottenham Spurs then go and get another red card. Romero or Beaned beating right in front of the free kicks. What's it called? Kanate. Guess he's another. Where do you stand on that?
What do you think about Romero? Oh no,
Again,
what's your
man,
question first?
No, Michael. I think I was in the same lines of like. Do you think this guy should be? Why is he captain? Why is he actually captain?
He shouldn't be captain. I feel like I do actually feel like he can be a good defender, but he just like he has rashness in the instance, like in the type of instances that you just saw there. Where he's just kicking out, just dumb. Yeah, you just don't need to do that. But also rashness is in like just rashness in decisions. Like, do you get me?
I think even both goals. If you look at his position for both goals, they're so bad in the goals that Liverpool scored in this game as well. Like, so no, I 100% agree. Again, but this is also why, bro. This is why I have to put my cap down and say this is why in football as well. I love it when in the moment when we have these massive arguments and debates, and years down the line, you look at where different players are. When it came to like Romero and Saliba and who was like, bro, these arguments were real debates that people would argue with you and say there's no way. No, because when the argument settles, we have to then remind people of what they were arguing against years ago, man. Like, because again, like you say, I think he's a like good defender, but he's not a world-class elite defender, man. Like, he has too much like rashness in his game, like you say, both ways. He costs you games by getting sent off. He might kick out, cause a penalty. Like, so again, man, he's just mentality-wise, I think it's like where he kind of lets himself down. He's not consistently good enough. Like, he's just he's a decent defender. That's just what he is, isn't it? So yeah, that's my opinion on him. Like, just a decent midfielder, but not world class. But yeah, so he then gets sent off. But then even then, bro, Spurs are still putting pressure on Liverpool, and it still looks like Spurs are more likely to get the 2-2 than Liverpool to get the 3-1. I was just like, yeah, man, this Liverpool, their confidence, everything is just once they get kind of something like just hit back a little bit, they panic, man. Like, they don't have that kind of ruthlessness they used to have, where they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll still destroy a team like Spurs in this game. That I think Spurs were there to be. Like, Spurs kind of performed at home how they performed in all these other big games, like against Chelsea and all these games where you're like, if you're a good team, you should beat this Spurs team. But again, it was a very narrow win in the end. So yeah, it's those wins that they're happy that they got the win, but you can't actually look at that match and be happier. I feel like if you're a Liverpool fan and be like, yeah, like you performed well. It should have been much more comfortable. But yeah, that's my kind of take.
You know what I will say though, as regards to Liverpool, and again, I didn't watch the full match, but yeah, from what I've watched and from what I've seen, that like they weren't great either. But yeah, they were able to get the win. But I think obviously, so they've had no defeats in their last 5 Prem games. They've won their last 2, and then fixture wise, like they've got Wolves at home next. Then they've got Leeds at home. Then they've got Fulham away before they face you in the Prem. So I feel like there is an opportunity there for them to go on a run and like try build some momentum. So I hope they don't.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't too. But again, I think it's just I think when you're watching the matches, and like I think they're forming a Prem is win, draw, win. Like you say, I think they'll beat Wolves, but am I confident to say that there's no way they don't drop points against Leeds? I can't sit here and say that there's no way they don't. I think they'll beat them, but there's no way they don't.
Don't get it twisted. I don't think they've been convincing at all. Yeah, but sometimes it's like whilst you're not convincing, picking up results can help you just kickstart, and then like Ekitike now knows like he's gonna be. It's unfortunate with the Isak thing, but Ekitike, okay, you've in a normal situation, when people asked why did they buy Isak and Ekitike, they could have been a better use of funds. And I still think that, obviously that argument does definitely make sense. But in a situation now where Isak's out, you've got Ekitike. Like, where's that? All right, cool. So you are centre forward now. Like, do you get me? If they do go and buy a Semenyo in January, and then we'll see what happens with Salah, whatever the case may be, and Vert starts to, like, contribute more and whatever the case may be, then like you see what happens. Again, I'm hoping none of it happens, but
no.
Like,
but again, and also too, man, certain, like we see, it's confidence as well, man. Like City are a perfect example of that right now. Like, you look at them playing, they're starting to have that aura too, where like they're playing well and they're so threatening. I think teams start losing before the match as well. Then you have other times when like you go. Like I said, Leeds are gonna look at Liverpool and say, "Hey man, if we're serious, we can get something here." You want to get away from those type,
They've done well the last few matches as well. Leeds, Calvert-Lewin, bro, he's back.
I was at dinner yesterday. Yeah, when the guy said that Calvert-Lewin is not a footballer, but again, you put him in positions to get goals, and you get goals.
The guy
guys that if you put these guys in positions,
I remember for Everton, like he put. I remember there was chances. I think he put back to back, like I think one season he got 13, then the next season he got 16 goals in the Prem, man. Like 16 goals in the Prem, that's a good Premier League striker.
Very
like,
respectable.
Do you get me?
Very, very. I'm not sure man. I'm not sure if my guy Chris is gonna get that.
Bro. Hey man, I don't if I want that, I have to look at like Mbumo or do you get me? I don't think no. Do you get me? Shout out Sheshko, like hopefully that with time and stuff. But yeah, if he got 16 goals, I would be delighted, bro.
We're very far from that.
Yeah, man. And again, every single time I look at Ekitike as well, man, I'm just like,
bro, it's so sad, man. How do we mess? Bro, I'm saying it, man. Bro, you know what it is? Yeah, this is nothing personal, man. But when we gave Gyökeres the 14, there was a bit of me that was just like, when I look at Ekitike, I was like. Bro, that's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel, man. I look at that guy
well. Because sometimes as well, like you just watch a player, like, and I'd watched him like in the Bundesliga and watched him, and I remember when Liverpool bought him. I remember like I spoke about it on Major Talk Sport, like when it happened, and I was like, you know what, I want to just say now that, oh man, they've spent this money and it's a waste and this and Bundesliga or whatever. I've watched this guy, man, bro. He's a baller, man. I wish United got him. Like, do you get me? That's what I said. I said, bro, when we were linked with him, I was wishing that we got him, bro. I'd seen enough. Another ones where it's just, I've seen enough. Like, do you get me? I said it at the time, like when Liverpool signed him, and man, he's doing.
You know what? Thing, I think this is even a good segue to even vote to Mardy as well, man. Because man, you asked me that question a few weeks ago. You said I should order them. Boy. Oh boy, hey, I didn't know.
You say revision.
I'm playing revision, bro.
That's how I know you're a passionate Arsenal supporter. Because I was looking at it and I was like, man, Ace is giving Gyökeres a serious grace.
But I still had more. Bro, I need to see more, man. Grace. He was injured. I have to see more, man. I've seen enough now to say
serious grace.
I've seen enough, man. Revision. Yeah. I'm honest, man. I can't lie. I can't lie, man.
Even quickly on that Chelsea game, did you watch any of it?
Because I was able to watch them.
I catch that, and I thought like Newcastle, just very quickly. I think in the first half, like they started off like super intense, like proper what you expect when you go to St. James's Park.
Yeah,
like,
especially after you just lost to Sunderland as well.
Yeah, because that performance was stinky. Like, do you get me? So like Newcastle, they were good. Like I think Gordon. Like he's not been great this season, but like he done his thing in this game, and then obviously like Volta-Mardard, like do you get me? 2 goals, everything's looking good, and then obviously Reece James, bro, this guy's got so much quality, man. Like he's just a great footballer, and then obviously free kick slaps it in, and then Robert Sanchez punts it long. And João Pedro does very well. Like, do you get me, to like head the ball into the right direction, and do his thing to like make it 2-2. I don't know if you saw the like the penalty decision, there was a huge debate about the barge on Gordon, quote unquote. Yeah, but basically it was like, I think people were arguing whether it was like, was he shielding the ball, or like was it shoulder to shoulder, or was it too aggressive? But yeah, I don't know.
Oh
When
yeah, I
whenever
saw
you,
that. Yeah, I saw that. So I actually did
yeah,
see that live. Actually, I remember.
yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think on that?
I think I think you're unfortunately not going to get a pen for that. But
Mm,
I think again, it's like anyone. I think if it was a free kick, you'd give it. It's one of those ones that it's not
yeah,
enough to give a pen. But if it was a free kick, it's like he leant into him and he pushed him over. But it's like you're not
yeah.
gonna get a pen for it. I think
You
it's
know
one of
what it
those
was?
like those
I
ones
think
for
he
me.
was.
Like,
I think he done too much there. Like he didn't need to. Like I feel like he could have accomplished what he wanted to accomplish without doing that. Like, do you get me? Like I think he ran a serious risk. Like, do you
you
get
know, he
me?
did.
And
He did. He
yeah,
did. He
like
did. He
yeah,
did. He did. 100%.
yeah.
100%. Like, yeah, I feel like he was caught a little bit, which is also why I feel like he probably like was like, nah, man, like, yeah, let me. This is a safer option because again, he knew that he wouldn't give a pen away for that. So I think you're never gonna get a pen, but if it's outside the box and it's on the wing, you're probably gonna get a foul. That's kind of how I see it. I think it's one
I
of those
hear it.
ones, but yeah, no, not to. I think you broke down the game pretty much. I think
Yeah,
it started off really well. Chelsea grew into the game, and then I feel like it was a fair result in the end. Is
yeah.
kind of how it was. But
I
yeah, I
think
think
there's
they should definitely be disappointed. I think the way they started, I think they definitely should have gone on to win. Like they should have won the game. They shouldn't have let Chelsea get back into it like that.
yeah,
So
they should have.
yeah,
They definitely should have. Voltamada, I think he should have even scored again.
the hat
I'm
trick,
remembering.
yeah.
Yeah, he should have got a hat
Mhm.
trick. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
even
Um,
that like the second one where the touch for the goal, I was just like, yeah, that's when I said I have to complete my revision and say, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, Chris. 'Cause, yeah, I'm sorry. That was a
it was funny.
great finish.
Oh, also, you know, earlier even we spoke about it, but earlier on in the season, I think we were talking about like what the Arsenal penalty situation will be like if Gyökeres and Saka are both on the pitch. Like and yeah, like do you think that's it then? Like Gyökeres will be the penalty taker? Like
Nah,
he's the
man.
first choice.
Again, I think it's because he's not scoring enough goals from open
Oh,
play.
do
If
you
I'm
think
being
that's what
honest,
it was?
because I think
Okay.
even said that the players decided at the time who would take it, and I'm pretty sure if
Mm,
Gyökeres is in good form, I think Saka is still gonna take it. But I feel like because he's
okay.
not been scoring, not in great form, I think he was one of those get your confidence up, buddy type ones. So that's how I
Okay.
see it.
Yes.
I don't think
Oh,
it's so. He's
yes.
definitely gonna be a penalty taker. It
He's
was a
gonna
great
be the
penalty, though, and I
penalty
think he's
taker.
definitely a very good
He's a
penalty
brilliant
taker.
penalty taker. He's
Very,
a
very
brilliant
good penalty
penalty
taker.
taker.
It was,
Yeah, and
it
it was
was
a top penalty.
yeah, he
Yeah.
dispatched it. But yeah, I still think on next game, if Saka took it, it wouldn't shock me at all. But let's see.
Okay,
Yeah.
fairs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, bro. Let's bring up the prediction table. And yeah, man, you had a good week this week. You had one of
Oh,
them
was
weeks. I remember earlier on this season you had a similar week. Yeah, like where you just got bare correct scores, but we were
ooh.
level. So I
Mm,
think this is last week.
mm,
Last
mm,
week,
mm.
this is what things were saying. Now this week, this is where we're at.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So things have jumped. So
Ooh.
let me quickly just recap. So
Cool.
we had predictions wise, I went for Newcastle 1-1 with Chelsea. You went for Newcastle 2-2 with Chelsea. Correct. Correct score there. So that was 3 points for you, 1 point for me. I went for United 2-1 Villa. I thought that, our good record against Villa will be able to get a win, and I went against the logic. You went with the logical decision, and the
Yep.
logical decision was right.
Yep.
2-1 Villa, correct score,
Mm,
3 points for you, no points for me. I went
mm.
Spurs 1-1 Liverpool. You went Liverpool 2-1 against Spurs,
Ooh.
another correct result. So that's 9 out of 9 there. I
Damn.
went 2-0 Arsenal Everton. You went 2-1 Arsenal Everton.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
yeah, both correct result, but not correct
Yo.
scores there.
Mm.
We both went Brighton 2-1 Sunderland. It was a draw, and then we both went City 3-1 West Ham, and it was 3-0. So 1 point there. But yeah, man, you had a
Damn.
very, very good week. So you built a good buffer
A good
there.
buffer. Ooh. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Cool.
So
Cool.
on that
Cool.
note,
Cool. Cool.
let's get the next set of predictions in.
All
So
right. Let's go. Let's go.
let me just Make sure I got this noted. Cool. So first up, we've got United versus Newcastle. It's my team, so I'll go first. Oh gosh.
United versus Newcastle.
Oh, no
Yeah,
midfield.
god damn. Wait, where is it?
OT.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That balances
Boxing
things.
Day.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 2-1 United. What are you saying?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
I hear it.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
Cool. That's
Oh,
that.
you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna go 1-0 Newcastle.
1-0 Newcastle. Yeah, let's change that. Forest versus City.
Forest versus City. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
2-1 Man City. I am going to go. I'm gonna go 3-0 City.
Cool.
Yeah. I saw Pep said that. Did you see the reports that Pep for Christmas the, everyone's getting weighed before the game against Forest. And
Hey man,
if you're overweight, you're not playing.
hey man. I know my guy. I know that free spirit Jackie is gonna enjoy himself. That's my only hope as well.
Uh,
He's gonna free spirit.
so
He's
it's
gonna
funny
get to spec
if you see any like obvious names that are missing, that you know why in it. But
He
yeah,
enjoyed Christmas.
Arsenal versus Brighton. Um, I am going to go. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
Let me think. One sec. Yeah. Oh, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. I'm actually gonna match you on that. I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-0
First,
Arsenal. That's a good shout.
Liverpool versus Wolves.
Oh boy, oh boy. Liverpool versus Wolves. I'm gonna go 3-0 Liverpool. Ooh. Nah, I'm gonna go 2-0 Liverpool. 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. Um, I will go. I think I'll go the same.
2-0.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0 Liverpool.
Cool.
Um, Chelsea versus Villa at the Bridge. I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna go 2-2.
Aston Villa. Palace v Spurs.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Spurs.
Sorry, I want to check when this game is. So you face them on tomorrow and play Sunday 4:30. I'm gonna go 2-1 Palace.
Cool.
And Sunderland versus Leeds. I'm gonna go 2-1 Sunderland. Even though Leeds have
Sunderland
been
versus
Leeds.
You're gonna go what score?
2-1 Sunderland.
I hear it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm matching you on that. I'm going 2-1 Sunderland as well. Yeah.
Cool. So to recap, I've gone 2-1 United against Newcastle. You've gone 1-0 Newcastle against United. I've gone 3-0 City against Forest. You've gone 2-1 to City. We've both gone 2-0 to Arsenal against Brighton. We've both gone 2-0 to Liverpool against Wolves. You've gone for a 2-2 draw against Chelsea and Villa. I've gone for a 2-1 Villa win. You've gone for a 2-1 Spurs win against Palace. I've gone for a 2-1 Palace win against Spurs. And we've both gone 2-1 Sunderland versus Leeds. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's what the table's currently saying. We will continue to discuss what I am owed from last season. Don't you worry,
man.
bro.
No. You know what? We'll discuss. We'll discuss.
Don't you worry. But yeah,
we even need to decide what the forfeit is for this year.
Hey, once last season's debts have been clarified, then we can talk about this. Until then, we're not discussing nothing.
Say no more. I'll get back to you when I'm in a more positive financial position.
I hear you. But yeah, as always, man, appreciate anyone who's tuned in, whether it's been for 30 seconds, a minute, half an hour, or the whole stream. And yeah, please continue to like and share. And if you've not already subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe if you mess with the content. But yeah, man, we're almost at the end of the year. Obviously, Christmas coming up. So like blessings to everyone. Hope everyone has a good time. And yeah, like I know some people, they're still like grinding, man. Like, do you get me? You know how it gets, man. But yeah, like I just hope everyone is well. And yeah, blessings to everyone. And again, thank you for all of the support. Ace, any words?
Hey man, I think that was beautifully said, man. But yeah, no, I think to echo your words, we go into the end of the year, end of 2025. And yeah, man, I think next year definitely just onwards and upwards for everyone, man. Hope everyone has a great end of the year, great time with family. And yeah, we come back into next year rejuvenated, re-energized, and like I'm just ready to kind of take things up to another level, man, to just being more intentional with everything that we do. So now, bro, looking forward to catching up on the next one. See what next year has in order for us. But now, man, thanks to everyone who's tuned in this year. Appreciate your time and your viewership.
Hopefully 2026 is a better year for United, man. But yeah,
it probably will be, man.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
It probably will be, man.
We'll see. 2025 got dark.
It
got dark.
Damn, if we don't win this league this year, we're finished. 2026. Please. I had a vision. I didn't like
I saw it to the future.
Oh my God, 2026, please. Let it be a great year, man. But we will be there.
Yeah, man. We'll find out. But yeah, stay blessed, people, man.